since I have done a renovation vlog. My hard drive is broken, it's got some of my clips on there, so it's all a little bit all over the place at the moment. The house has come together hugely. We're pretty much almost done. We've got a few more things to do, 2 more rooms to completely do, but spare room is done, bathroom is completely done, kitchen just needs worktops and floors, and then that's completely done. Dining room is pretty much done. We just got the utility room, the shower room downstairs. So I'm just going to try my best to find as many clips as I possibly can and pop them in so there's not too much of a gap from last time. But I'm having to proper scroll through my camera roll to try and find these clips from where I last left off. So I hope this kind of like follows on and makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm really, really sorry, but I've tried my best. Good morning. So I've got a day off today and Andy's managed to come home from work early. So we are finishing up our lounge, yay! So I've just painted 3 coats of white up here. I'm gonna wait for that to dry and then we're gonna do the grey. Andy is putting self-leveling compound all in the fireplace bit there, and then I think we're gonna have like a step-up fireplace kind of thing, like a little platform above. So he's doing that, and then we are going to lay all of our laminate flooring, which is there, and then maybe get the sofa out. I'm so excited, I can't wait. View down here. So we've laid this underlay, so it's a very, very thin underlay just because we have decent floors underneath. But say you had any, this is really hard to like talk to the camera down here, if you had like really sort of like uneven floors, like creaky floorboards underneath, then you would use a thicker underlay. It's just because these floors are pretty good and level, so we're just using a thin one. And then we are laying the laminate down, so we've got click laminate, so it's relatively easy. So I'm just waiting for Andy to make sure that I've done the end bit right, but if I sort of show you. So we've laid down one strip. This is the colour that we're going for, which I love. It's like a grey oak sort of thing. We've left a gap because we've realised, ooh, where's my finger? A gap here, because we've realised that our walls aren't straight. So we're leaving that, and I don't know what Andy's planning on doing, but it recommends that you leave it if it's like uneven, so at least if we get the first row completely straight, then everything else is a lot easier. So when it comes to the end bit, so we've flipped the laminate board upside down to draw the line across, and then we will cut it upside down just so it's a little bit cleaner. So if I take you over here, so this is obviously where the last one ends, but this is like the that little dip there is like the click. So I've done where the board ends and then drawn a line all the way and made sure that it's straight. So that is kind of where we are at the moment. I'm just waiting for Andy to get off the phone. He's got work, cool. And then yeah, hopefully you can lay it a little bit quicker and a little bit easier once we get into the swing of things. But yeah, I'm well excited. I love that colour. Eek. And there's our sofa there. Look how, I swear I say this in every vlog, but my hair is ridiculous. Look at the baby hairs going on. Absolutely mad. Oh, unpacking our sofa, or trying to find the feet. Oh, you found the feet?
Yeah, only for that one. I need to find one for this one now. But don't unwrap it until...
I'm just pressing on it. Oh, it feels so soft. Yay. So yeah, the flooring is completely done. All of the paint is completely done. Very exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although I say the flooring's nearly done, there's like one little gap that needs doing, but the rest of it is pretty much done. So we've got the big light on, and he's got his head torch on. So yeah, we get out this horrible lighting. So we've done all of that today. We'll take off the frog tape in the morning. Yeah, and we're just gonna unpack this. This is from DFS, and I can't wait to show it to you. Got so many. We went for like pillow bag because it's more comfortable. But yeah, we were going to do like a step up into the fireplace, but we actually decided that it's quite nice with just the flooring running into it, so we're going to keep it like that. But yeah, Andy is now screwing on.
No, removing.
What are you removing? Transit feet. And then these are the feet for him, so we went for a dark chestnut. Is it dark chestnut?
I think it's mahogany.
Mahogany. We wanted something quite dark to match our whole theme going on here. Just had a shower, so our rule is no dirty footwear, no dirty clothes or anything before we sit on the sofa, and everyone else has to abide by that rule because we've finished this room and we don't want to get it messy. So I am going to dive right into this corner here and see how it is. Oh my god, this is so soft. So our TV arrived. Whoop whoop. So what did we go for? I don't know. That's
Samsung
lighting.
QLED TV.
Samsung QLED TV, and it's a 65-inch, so it's pretty damn big. Look at it.
Big wall to fill.
Yeah, we're putting it on this wall here. We were debating above the fireplace, but we prefer it here. Good morning, everyone. So Andy is at work today, so I am in the house by myself, so I thought I'd get on with some things. I am going to go and get my lashes done later. But I'm just sort of like figuring out what to do. I really want to tackle my beauty room because it looks disgusting. Like the ceiling tiles are off. Like this just looks horrible. And obviously it is my room, so I want to do the majority of the work with it. Like I just think it would be like a cute little project, but it's turned into a junk room. Like there's so much in here, so I'm just gonna clean it all out, and then I think I'm gonna tackle the window first. Get rid of that awful curtain rail and all of that, and I'll sort of like show you the process along with it. So I'll do a time lapse of me clearing this out first. So I'm just going to show you. So we've got these little like guard things around our window, and they just look weird, and basically the reason why they did it is because they just didn't fill in things properly, so we need to remove that and then fill in the gap. As you can see, the window at the bottom is like disgusting. Like that's even worse. So I was out of breath, I just ran up the stairs. So I'm just going to show you how you get them off, really, if anyone doesn't know. I asked on Twitter, and a lot of you said that you wanted me to explain what we were doing in like time lapses and things, so this is me trying to explain it. Bear in mind that I am not a professional, I have no idea what I'm doing, we are literally winging this house, so don't take my advice as gospel, but this is how I do it. So, you get a Stanley knife, just be careful because it's obviously sharp, and run into the mastic all the way, and then also the one that is nearest the, what's it called? Windowsill. It's pretty hard to do this with one hand. You should see it start to lift, but what I do is just grab a, this is just like a palette knife, it was just cheap from the pound shop, and just wiggle it under. Wiggle it up. Oops. And then you should be able to take it right off. So obviously, underneath you can see that is pretty disgusting. That's literally just black, that needs to be cleaned, and there's a dead spider there, lovely. So yeah, and then what we would do is fill this gap in with polyfiller, but it makes the window look so much more open than having that. I don't really know how it works, but it's just a lot nicer to get rid of it personally. So I'm just going to be doing that for the rest of the window. I feel like it's opened up the window 10 times more, so I've removed it all. It's all pretty disgusting, and there was quite a lot of like dust and things that was behind it, along with a load of bugs, which is slightly worrying, but I'm sure when we fill it and like sort of hoover it out, it'll be fine. And I'm just kind of thinking what else I can do in here. I need to somehow sort that crack. So this mould up here is actually stopped. It has been like treated, it's just not been removed, if that makes sense. So I need to grab a mask and sand that off, I believe that's what we've been told anyway. But just have a good ventilation mask because you don't want to be getting any spores, even though majority of this is completely dead. It's only because the concrete guttering which we've had fixed was cracking into our concrete, which is obviously here. This isn't structural, it's absolutely fine, but it obviously had some damp in where the concrete guttering had cracked and water had come through a little bit, so it was damp in here, but it's completely not anymore. We don't have any humidity in here whatsoever. So yeah, I'm just debating. I may just start sanding the walls. Right, next up is sanding. So I'm going to sand these walls. They are really, really rough walls. We have really, really bad walls here. So what I'm going to be using, oops. So we've got a Wix sander here, it's just a handheld one. The grit pad I've got on is an 80. So if anyone doesn't know, you need a lower number grit for a sort of worse wall. The higher the grit, the finer it is. So if it's say like 120, it's a really, really fine grit, so it's going to literally be like finishing touches. Whereas if you're using like sort of like an 80 like I am, then it's really going to help just smooth out the walls a little bit and sort of tackle the really tough stuff. Which is what I'm going to be using, and then what we normally do is go over with a 120 and then maybe even like 140 grit, just to make the walls really, really smooth. I'm unsure whether we may liner paper, especially this wall because it's so yellow. We do have some stain blocker primer, which I may use just because I want this room white, and obviously that's going to be difficult with red ceilings and like bright yellow walls, so yeah. I think it's like Magnolia that's just gone off though, to be fair. I don't think it's meant to be yellow, but doesn't matter. So we're going to do that now. So with my one, it has a little dust collector. Some of them you can plug a hoover into, but you basically just switch it on, circular motions, not too much pressure, let the sander do the work, otherwise you'll find that you get really tired arms. And yeah, and then you should start to feel a difference in the wall, hopefully. Of the 4th renovation vlog. I've got a lash that's like sticking down, it's really bugging me. So I'm just going to end the vlog here because I always forget to end it while I'm filming. So far when I'm editing right now, so we've got up to the beauty room. I'm actually sat in my beauty room now. I've got my desk, so I'm obviously editing. I've got like my makeup storage. I just need to get some prints for this wall. But you can see that it did transform, so I'm giving you a little bit of a sneak peek right now. I didn't actually realise how far back these vlogs were when I was looking through all my clips. I was like, wow, we have like done so much. And obviously this room looks 10 times better than it was than what you were just seeing. So stay tuned. I'm editing this one now, and then I'm literally going to go through all of my clips and try and get a good couple edited, because I've managed to find loads on my phone in albums that I don't know why I saved them to, but I did. So I'm going to try and get it completely up to date, maybe upload one a week. So if you want to see more of the renovation vlog, please subscribe and let me know if you want to see anything special, if you want me to do like a how-to video on any of this stuff that we're doing, and if you want me to explain it a little bit more. I'm really bad at explaining things. Andy should probably do this vlog because he knows a lot more than I do, because he's like an engineer, so he's got that mind naturally. But yeah, I'm really happy with how our house has turned out so far. I really can't wait, because looking back at it now, and there's so much that is still to be done in this renovation vlog that you're watching. And like, actually, when I have a look around my house now, like, I'm like, oh my god, like, can't believe it ever looked like that. Like, all of the tears, all of the stress, like, all of the worry was so worth it. I'm really happy. So stay tuned. Fingers crossed, we'll get majority of the renovation vlogs done tonight, so we're all up to date. And then within the next couple of weeks, you will all be updated. I'm sorry it's taken so long for me to upload, but please forgive me. Okay, I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.